1941 in a controversial film called The Outlaw. She made headlines with that film, and now she's back in the news for a very good reason. Why don't we let her tell us exactly what that reason is? Please welcome Miss Jane Russell. Well, it is a very good reason, isn't it? What is it?
Well, I appeared before the subcommittee in Congress to try and save a marvelous new law for adoption and foster children, and we got it saved.
And you're very active in WAIF, the organization.
That's right.
Well,
it was WAIF that sent me there.
We'll be talking more about WAIF, and we'll be talking more about Jane's wonderful life and pictures and her personal life. All this and more in today's edition of Our Magazine. Well, I'm obviously with Miss Jane Russell. Let's talk a little bit about WAIF. What does WAIF stand for?
WAIF is a child without a home, Gary. Just an English word.
Oh, so it isn't...
no, it isn't.
It's not initials or anything.
No.
And you went to Washington on behalf of WAIF.
Well, there was a marvelous new law that they had just put together last year. The Child Welfare League and all the children's programs were working on it, and it was to help change the laws in all the various states concerning adoption and foster homes.
Mm-hmm. And what exactly does the law state that you're so
The law states that
supportive?
Each state must categorize all the children in their area that are in foster homes and find out whether they should be returned to their own homes, maybe, or put out for adoption, you know, cut loose, in other words. Because a foster home, while it takes care of their immediate needs, it's in limbo. Yeah. They're not settled. Mm-hmm. They don't really belong.
Children can go from one foster home to another
to another. We know all the stories about Marilyn Monroe and all the children that have become famous that had lived in many foster homes because they were never put out for adoption.
Yeah. Speaking of being famous, I saw a movie of yours the other night, and I think I asked you, we couldn't remember the name of it, and you were singing to a bunch of GIs, and I remember the song was No Love.
And I don't remember the name of the movie.
Well, the point is, where you been? Why haven't... There are a lot of us that really were kind of, you know, I guess to quote a teenager, we kind of dug you, you know what I mean?
I've been very busy. I work with WAIF all the time.
Yeah.
And I live in Sedona, Arizona.
Of course, we've seen the commercials.
Oh, yes, I do the commercials.
Very successful commercials. Well, a lot's been written about you, certainly about your personal life. Being a celebrity who decides to do something else with their life, does being a celebrity create a certain vulnerability for you? I mean, do they let you alone, or will they let you alone? Because the minute a former celebrity or a celebrity does something, bang, it's in the paper.
Oh, yeah. I have picked places to live that are not, you know, downtown New York. Mm-hmm. I've lived in Santa Barbara, and when I lived in the San Fernando Valley, I pretty much did as I wanted to do, and I knew the grocer and everybody. And now I live in Sedona, Arizona, which is only 10,000 people, and I know all the people there, so they just get used to you, and, you know, hi, how are you?
Treat you as just another old cowhand.
Sure.
Your husband is a former fighter pilot or bomber pilot.
He was a bomber pilot. He was in the Air Force for years and years, and now he's in real estate and investments.
Mm-hmm. You were married to Bob Waterfield.
I was.
Ram player.
Yep.
Famous quarterback for, what, 25 years?
23.
23 years. And your second marriage was very short. It was like 3 months or so.
Yep, to Roger Barrett. And he died 3.5 months after we were married.
You have a son?
Yes, I have 2 sons. I have 3, actually. I have a stepson, too.
Mm-hmm. You close to them?
Yes. Yeah. Very.
Now, aside from living in Sedona, kind of being laid back, how would you describe your life?
It's very much the way it always was. Only I'm painting now, and I'm doing sculpting and, you know, all the things I've always wanted to do.
You gonna write a book?
Oh, I'm way into a book.
Are you?
Everybody writes a book, don't they? Eventually, I'll be back on the show talking about the book.
I hope so, because I'll tell you, I'll be first in line to buy one. I want to give the folks the WAIF address before we say goodbye. If you'd like more information, please write to WAIF Incorporated National Headquarters, 67 Irving Place, New York, New York, 10003. Jane Russell, thank you for being here. Good luck. It really was a joy to see you.
Thank you.
Coming up next, Pat Mitchell visits the kitchen of our Make It Easy hostess, Lori Burroughs Grant.
Let's take it nice and easy. It's gonna be so easy.
Meet Chick Wait.
Hi, it's Jane Russell. Hurry, full-figured girls. Now it's time to save. In the Playtex 18-hour Time to Save sale. A once-a-year chance to save $1, $2, up to $3. All 18-hour bras, girdles, and all-in-ones are on sale. They're fabulous. 18-hour means real support, real control, real comfort. So hurry. Don't miss out on this Time to Save sale.